Do what?
I'm waiting for the artist Emily to join.
Okay, well, we're live anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I know.
I mean, we could always do this number here.
Police. We do want to warn you. The footage you're about to see is graphic and is adding new fuel to national conversation and protests around the use of force.
Only the victim remains the victim, while the truth slips through the system. Yet the goodness never sees the light of day. So we fight for what is right against injustice day and night. To achieve this goal, that's the only way. Somebody's colorful, someone is faceless, someone is powerful, somebody's tasteless. This one, that one, another one. We all are beautiful. Let's sing it. If you ask me my name,
Good afternoon. You're listening to CSHR Radio. It's that time again. It's Tuesday night. And you're also watching CSHR Radio. I forgot, that's a thing too. Whatever. So what's going on? What's happening out there? This is supposed to be the trailer, so...
Nothing much. I'm seeing where our special guest is. Out there, and it's just, same old stuff. But yeah, I mean, outside of idiots talking, outside of the same old nonsense being repeated again, you really can't say anything else.
Well, tonight's show is brought to you by Live Music and Video at Baton Rouge and also Dubby Energy. That's WGG. Use code CSHR Radio for 10% off your next purchase. You're watching the Tuesday Night Trailer, a.k.a. the Crayola Sec Hearth Reality. Visit us on the web, crayolasec.org and cshr-radio.com. If you want to be a guest on the show, we really don't give a shit. So, it's not going to happen.
And when we do agree for them to come on the show, they're nowhere to be found.
Harsh, you have a bad echo, according to Mr. Robert. So, let's see what's going on here. I don't know why he would be echoing. Oh, okay. I see why. Okay. All right. Shoot. Go for it. We're all good.
I mean, it's kind of funny, though. I can hear it a little bit.
You shouldn't be hearing it at all now.
No, but it's just funny that people still do the same, cry about the same things over and over again. It's like, at some point, we just have to stop doing that.
Still echo. Well, why? Why are you echoing, Harsh? Stop echoing.
Why?
He did what with the who?
I don't know.
How about now? Is it still echoing?
I hope not.
Okay. No.
Okay.
So basically, they give the testicular tube a hand job.
So basically, they gave the testicular tube a hand job, which was...
I've got a finger in my butthole.
Emily's going to be joining us pretty soon.
Yeah, no, I'm not, dude. I'm fucking sitting here in goddamn Tennessee where no one else is around me.
We're horrible people.
Yeah, we really are. That's why some people online talk about us for like months and years at a time. After we say one or two things, they still talk about us. Mickey. It's not Sonnier. You Howard Stern
wannabe.
You Howard Stern wannabe. Look at you, Hey, it's you, Mister Chapman, Jackie Lee Chapman.
Well,
You out.
I imagine we can all get online and be like Jesse Howe and talk all nice and pretty for people so they don't get offended when we speak to them.
God.
I'm
It doesn't
sorry,
have
it's not going to
allegations of
happen. I'm always going to be gruff, and if you don't like it, you can not tune in. I really don't give a shit either way.
Doesn't Jesse Hall have allegations of domestic abuse? Like, doesn't he have allegations of being his ex-girlfriend or something?
I have no idea. I've
I mean,
heard
what-
that, but I mean,
I've had
you
too,
know.
but I haven't confirmed it. I just know that the allegations are out there. So I don't know, like, what, like, why is it that these quote unquote truthers always gravitate to the worst types of people? I thought being a truther means you're supposed to figure things out about people, not just like the ones and not just, politicians and
What?
actors.
Oh, we have a guest coming in the door.
Yes, we do.
Oh, and she's muted, which means she's going to have to leave and come back. Doggone it.
Just
Jeez.
All right. Well, I was gonna do an introduction, but
Oh, wait. E-Jam?
yeah, that's Emily.
Okay, there she is.
The
I just don't
lady
know why I can't see myself yet, but
there you go. The one who's painted these portraits of myself.
very nice.
Thank you. And yes, I've been before Scott says you don't look like that anymore. But
The nose is the same.
Yeah, that's something that'll never change, though. He can lose as much weight as he wants. That nose is still going to be there.
no, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
The cloud to its nose.
Yeah, I don't want to become like Bruce and Caitlyn Jenner, where you still
Emily.
minimize your nose, and then next thing you know, you're changing your gender.
So we've seen you paint the CSHR logos and stuff on things, and we really appreciate you getting us out there. Welcome to CSHR officially.
thank you very much.
I am the Howard Stern wannabe, only because I have a radio voice. I think that's the reason behind it. I'm not sure yet, but we're figuring that out now.
Right.
Jeez.
Poor Emily. You have to talk to her about you being a Howard Stern wannabe. That's a shame.
I don't get it. That man out there just do dumbass making tea out of stuff he finds on the side of the road.
Poor Emily is here for all this. I apologize, Emily. So, how'd you get into painting art? I know I met you at O'Neill's just randomly painting one day. So,
I've always loved to be creative and paint or do something creative, but recently I blame Stephen Bard. He got me to actually go paint live.
wow.
He asked BCA if it was okay if I could paint, and I've been doing it since.
Pretty cool. Now, speaking of that, I love how in this painting you basically have Zachary Sonny Edwards as a frog and BCA as a not a pigeon, as a peacock, because he tries to be every like ethnicity at the same time.
I never thought about that, but that could be.
I don't know. It just made so much sense.
Well,
How'd
one of them does.
how'd you come up with that so instinctually?
What the animals in the painting?
Yeah, the animals. I mean, Zachary Sonny Edwards being a frog is not surprising, but because we all know he loves frogs. But BCA as a peacock, that was actually rather interesting.
I don't know. I pretty much took it off of your Facebook posts when you post all those nature posts. I took like a fun animal
Okay, yeah.
post.
I appreciate that. I love those nature posts. Those are fun to make sometimes. That's cool. So yeah.
Trav,
I mean,
Trav
it's
Patton
just
says, "I
crazy
wanna
that
see
people
your-"
don't really respect the arts anymore.
No.
Okay, so Harsh, Trav wants to
Why do you
see
think
your
that is?
peacock.
That's a good question. I don't know. Like, so most people, they just don't understand it, so they don't really appreciate it like they should. Does that make sense? or they just don't take time
Right.
to appreciate it. I'm explaining it right.
Yeah. I mean, it's just weird. The whole thing is just an interesting, strange phenomenon. I don't know, Scott. Happy you got any questions?
Questions? Not right off, but I do love your work, Emily. So you did an awesome job on the
Thank you very much.
thing. So we've been following you for a while, and it's beautiful.
Thank you very much. I don't plan to stop.
Yeah.
That's the beautiful part.
Yeah. Thank you.
Right. So, so I'm just wondering, when you mention about Stephen Bard getting you to paint, it seems like Stephen Bard gets everyone to do anything they like to do. Because
Yeah.
I remember I started live streaming at some of these events because Steven was, hey, man, I want to be on. I'm like, all right, cool. It's like, okay, let's go.
I don't know why, but he got me to do it. So. But,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure him and Matt Shukin are musical prodigies, and everyone else is just like there,
yeah. They are good.
ourselves included. I was talking to Dammit Michael about it, and he's like, "No, man, I appreciate saying they're prodigies, but they work hard just like everyone else, and we're just all trying to make it, or if we're ever gonna make it, or whatever." I'm like, I don't know, Shukin and Bard, those are the two where if they ever collaborated on some music together, they would really it'd be a very good album, and I think even Scott would be interested. So
I think you had sent that to me at one point, if I'm not mistaken.
did I? I
Yeah,
don't even.
now we got video.
Yeah.
Nice to see
Hey,
you.
there she
I
is.
didn't put mine right.
She is the only person I've ever seen so far. Well, there's a few on Facebook that look like their profile picture. There's not many women out there that are brave enough to post themselves without filters and shoots.
Yeah. I was quick. I did my makeup really, really fast. So.
You look
looks
great.
good.
Yeah, you look great. So don't worry about it. It's fine.
Looks
It's
terrific.
radio
Those are
anyway, aside
Okay.
from the Facebook Live part.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's radio anyway, so don't worry about it. No one on the radio can see you, so it's fine.
That's good.
Except for the Facebook Live.
We're not talking about Facebook Live or YouTube Live because we're streaming right now on both of those as well. So I mean,
hundreds and thousands of followers right now.
Right.
So
Yeah. Right.
don't be
So. But yeah, well, I mean, we have to go on camera so we can put like the little fancy banners and stuff like that on the screen, and look all cool and stuff, So
I mean, you're doing great. If you had a mug like this, you'd have something to worry about. But
Well, I don't need a background. I've been putting up all my paintings on my wall.
Oh wow, that is a background.
Yeah,
that looks nice. That looks
the one
really
behind
nice.
me, I didn't paint. That's one of my friends. She painted it for me for my graduation. But yeah, I just have so many.
I love the green too. That's wild.
Yeah, I love bright colors.
Definitely.
Green's now. When you got it painted green, was it just because you like the color, or was it because because you like the calming effect of the color? Because I've been told that green is a very calming colors.
It can be really calming, but pretty much I put different colors on my the plate that I use to paint, and whatever the music I'm listening to, it helps me pick the colors. If that makes sense when I'm painting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you listen to while you're painting?
I love to paint to live music, like when I'm at O'Neill's.
Yes.
She just said I like to paint while listening to music, and you go, so what do you like to listen to while you're music?
No, what kind?
She said music.
Meals.
She listens to fusion metal.
Yeah, she listens to baby metal.
Yeah.
only in Japanese. That's
I haven't listened to that music yet, but I have listened to South African music. That was pretty interesting.
South African music's very interesting.
So, like D. Antwoord, is it like that kind of South African or like actual South African?
Well, wait a second now. There is some South African music from the early '90s that's featured in the that documentary I sent you, Scott. And if you look up the soundtrack,
Well, I mean, I never watched
music.
it, so I never watched it, and I never actually even clicked on the link. So
I know. You colonizers are very ashamed.
Well,
of your past,
I have a nasty habit of doing that to you. If it's something I'm not interested in, I just leave you on red. I just don't even respond. It's just like, okay, well, I know he saw it. Okay, well, he must not be interested in it. He just didn't.
I know you're not. And not to blame for that. But yeah, there was the theme of the music was I don't even know how to spell it, but it was like a really big like South African song back in like the early '90s. Apparently, I'd have to send you the link to it.
A South African song from the '90s,
early '90s.
I had somebody ask me for a painting, so I used that music for inspiration to try to make it more personal for the person. If that makes sense. I was doing a portrait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this one. See?
Yep.
I have a question. If you were ever to do a portrait for someone like Scott, how do you think it would look like?
Well, I would do it whatever he would like. I mean, that's a good question.
He's doing it. What do you mean? What would it look like? It would look good.
I know, but would it? I don't know. Like, what would the theme be? Would it just be like a regular portrait of him, like sitting at a booth, or would it be like?
It would be me as a chimney sweep.
Chimney sweep.
He could give me like his favorite songs or his interests, and I could come up with something.
I mean, I'm pretty boring. I don't have any favorite like music or interests. You know,
no.
I just kind of exist. So I mean, you know,
that'd be like Zydeco music, maybe.
No, I don't even listen to that kind of music. Really? Just because I live in Louisiana doesn't mean I listen to Cajun music. I mean, come on now.
No, what was that ukulele song that he liked so well? What was that did that, Scott, that ukulele song?
I have no idea. Don't even remember. Oh, you're talking about
Over the Rainbow?
Yeah.
Yeah, Somewhere Over the Rainbow sang by some Polynesian way back when. You'll like that one.
He was Hawaiian.
I know. Hawaiians are Polynesian.
They're like cousins, aren't they, Scott?
I have no idea. I don't know. Let me go call his family. I'll ask him real quick.
Well, no, we're asking the Polynesians and Hawaiians.
I can't ask him because he's dead. So, you know.
Well, I mean, Polynesians, the Kiwis, the Samoans, they're all they're all part of Polynesia. They're all Polynesians, yeah. Many islands. Polynesia islands. Many islands. Yes,
congratulations on knowing something I don't.
Yeah. I mean, worst come to worst, yes.
Delta is what I want to know.
Wait, do what?
I said, how many of those islands are in the Mississippi Delta?
Yeah, exactly. The only place I've ever been. And the only one place I ever regretted going, which would be New Orleans, Louisiana.
I've never been there.
I'm sure your son would say the same thing for other reasons.
Well, I'm not getting into that one. We're going to leave that one alone. Oof. Yeah, no.
That was hilarious. Well, you know, if it worked out there, you'd already have a daughter-in-law and everything, Scott.
it was funny though, because like everybody was freaking out about New Orleans because of Katrina, and everybody in Louisiana was like, please tell us they're not going to go back. Please tell us they're not going to go back. Please hopefully they don't rebuild it. Let it just sink. Let it go away. No, they're all back.
So terrible.
They're all back.
They're such a
and we're just all patiently waiting for it to slide off into the Gulf. You know.
Yeah, Emily, if you ever wanted to paint Scott, maybe you could just paint him as like an evil villain or something.
in a Batman shirt.
You like Batman?
No, not really. It's just a T-shirt. I told you I don't have any interest whatsoever. I'm like the human equivalent of a cardboard box.
Except for that Dinah White Glide doesn't ride a cardboard box. You do.
So Emily's going to be painting Scott in a cardboard box. Now the question is, what's she going to be painting Mr. Happy Cannibal?
Yeah,
So,
she's cooking.
I'm thinking Duck Dynasty themed.
Yeah, I am too. God, only Jackie can change religions just by his appearance.
There you go.
Jeez.
So bad.
My God.
And that was tonight's edition of the. No, I'm joking.
Poor Emily. She joins the show, and this is what happens.
It's okay. I've never been on a radio show before, so it's a learning experience.
Well, I mean, to be fair, none of these guys have either. I don't know what I was thinking whenever I decided to start this.
I don't think I've done a radio show since high school. Well, not before this, but
a radio show since high school.
Hi, I'm Harshman. Now here's some Bollywood from the 90s.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, no, it's actually more 80s pop music.
80s pop music? Really?
Yeah, back then. What's the point?
Were you working at like an oldie station?
Oh no, it was like my high school radio station. So
give us the call sign. I want to hear you do the call sign. Do it in your best radio voice.
I don't think we actually had a call-in number.
No, not the call-in number, you jack nugget. The call sign. You know, like like WCHR 104.9 FM, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. You know, that kind of thing.
You're listening to 88.5 FM. Home of the crazy.
Wait. 88.5. So y'all wasn't even above the hundreds?
No, it was a school thing back in the day.
So it was an LP station?
I think so.
Oh my God. So it basically didn't even get out of the parking lot.
No, absolutely not. No, you think they're gonna allow me to have that type of reach like as a kid? Hell no. Hell no.
So that was your radio voice. It's me, Harshman, 88.5.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
It was 20 years ago.
Yeah, we're headed for a very dark future. I can see it.
No, we are. That's not for that reason. God. I had trouble one time for impersonating Michael Jackson on a radio. What the hell's wrong with you?
Oh, you got to do the impression now.
You know, I don't see anything wrong with sleeping with someone's children. I don't see no big deal at that.
Well, you know, when it's bedtime at Wonderland, the big hand touches the little hand.
You know what's the sad part about it? Looking back on it now, I don't even
so
know if he was
basically, they gave the testicular tube a hand job.
Tell us about buttered sausage, though. Where does it come from? Where's it going?
No buttered sausage.
Let's
we
talk
can't
about
do
your cable
Let's
talk about buttered sausage.
Shut up, Gary.
Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does.
Why is it? See, no, Happy, don't do that again, please.
Don't do what? Mention buttered sausage? Where it's going?
You see, we got all those buttons. We can make it do all kind of things. Okay.
Emily's loving this. I can tell. She's like, "Oh my God, where the hell?"
What did I get myself into? I just wanted to promote my art, and here are these weirdos.
I think it's funny.
Good. You're glowing, so it's cool. You laugh.
Yeah, and she actually does my weirdness in real life. So there you go.
Yeah,
that's scary. So what is Harsh like in real life? God. I mean, is he just as goofy as he is online, or is it like worse?
He can be.
He can be.
He's like a nice guy.
Have you ever seen dude's happy feet? Maybe
I've seen it once.
Right now.
Okay, so look, Harsh hates this story, and that's why I love telling this story. But there was one night I was busy cooking, and we were doing a live stream, so I was like, all right, I got to step away from the camera for a second.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
And Harsh was like drunk as all get out, okay? He was in his bar. He was still streaming live, and he's running around the bar with his phone. And then he runs to the bathroom and starts puking his guts up while he's live streaming. No. I'm away from my camera, okay? I'm on the other end of my house, and I'm like cooking dinner. I forgot what I was doing, but I was away from my camera. So I come back to the screen, and I'm like, and Harsh is like, so we're having a ball over here. And I was like, so you're having some good fun over there? And he's like, yeah, nobody saw that, right? And I was like, saw what? And he wouldn't tell me what he was talking about. So I was like, no, nobody saw it. Everybody saw him puke on camera. And he went back and had to edit that clip out of it.
On Facebook. That's all that matters.
Robert says I must have missed that one. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yes, you did, Robert.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
To be fair though, if anything, maybe I had some thoughts of Bill and it just caused me to vomit.
That dumbass making tea out of stuff he finds on the side of the road,
bruh. When that guy said that night, I almost died. Oliver, if you're out there, if you're listening, yeah, I almost died. Thank you for that.
God.
I ain't a bit, but I ain't gay. I just like having my my prostate massaged with cocaine and meth. Karen said, if you could do that for me, that'd be great. That's how I get it up. That's what my fetish is.
To visit us on the web, crayolasec.org and CSHR-radio.com. If you want to be a guest on the show, contact Harshmed so he can do his best impression of Bill Bunning for you. If you have something to say, call 844-900-2747. That's 844-900-CSHR.
You Howard Stern wannabe. You Howard.
We're a Pelican media station.
Who is the craziest person you've ever seen at O'Neill's?
Other than Harsh.
Yeah, someone who's somehow crazier than me.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen anybody crazy, but it's always cool to see the different acts that come up.
Yeah. Well, I think I know who you wanted to mention, but I'm glad you didn't. But anyhow.
Never been there. I've never been there.
So, no, I get that. No, it's okay. Whatever happens at O'Neill State.
How are you going to sit there and be on camera and then comment in the threads that you're shaving?
Well, I was responding to Trav.
Okay. Well, then we're just going to leave that alone. Forget I said anything. Look, we don't want to offend the lady that we have online, okay?
Right. That's so terrible.
It's just... She looks too nice to be offended, so we don't want to offend her.
Exactly.
I had a question. Do you think Zachary Sonny Edwards actually has an obsession with frogs, or do you think he's just making that up for publicity?
I have no clue, but maybe he just likes them.
Why would you make up that you're obsessed with frogs for publicity?
Well, even his band has the frogs in it.
Right.
Well, but is it like an actual obsession? Does he like fantasize about frogs and stuff, or is he just like the figurines? Or
this is actually going to. I remember one time Wesley and I were like hanging out in the park, having a few blunts, and then Wesley starts texting Zachary, "Hey Zachary, how do you feel about a furry in a frog suit?" And then he was like, "I've thought about it, but I think I'm gonna pass."
What in the world?
It's one of those things.
Yeah. So that's why we're going to leave O'Neill's off the list for whenever I visit Chicago.
There was a frog suit once, but that was at his birthday party.
Oh yeah, I think I remember. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whose birthday party? Wait a minute, Emily. We gotta hear this story, please.
Zachary Sonny Edwards was.
Yeah.
So who was wearing a frog suit at the birthday party? That
I
might
think
have been
it
the one
was.
they missed.
I'm really bad saying the names, but I think it's one of BCA just did a gig with him. I think it's Rod or something.
Rod Sony?
I think so.
Holy fuck.
I have no idea who y'all are talking about, so that's great.
I think that's him, but
holy fuck. He's so chill though. He's such a chill dude.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, he's like one of the coolest people I ever meet because he's just chill. He doesn't give a fuck. He just does his own thing and that's it. Like I've met him at events before. He's awesome. But I just can't believe he was in a frog suit. That's awesome.
He did it for Zach for his birthday.
Man.
Yep.
That's it. I can't believe it was so funny when Wesley texted that to freaking what do you call it to Zachary, and Zach was like, "Well, I thought about it, but I'm gonna have to pass."
Yeah.
He thought about a furry in a frog suit. That's awesome.
A furry in a frog suit. I mean, well, then it wouldn't be a furry.
I mean,
that would be like a slimy.
Not if it's.
I don't know how these things work.
I don't either. I mean,
I don't either.
Like, how did you come to that conclusion? Did you wake up one morning and go look at your stuffed teddy bear and be like, "Yeah"?
I don't know. Remember, I was hanging out with Wesley that day, so.
Yeah, I don't get it.
That usually should answer the question, but anyhow,
I don't get a lot of things, and that's one of them.
Yeah, not Wesley Jeffrey, not the not.
We made
not
Harsh stutter. Yeah. Are you okay, Harsh? Did you just have a stroke? Is that what happened over there?
Yeah, I might have after listening to you stutter the word magnificent for half an hour.
Magnificent. I never stuttered that word. It was publicity.
I've got a finger in my butthole.
I quit.
No, you don't.
And that was tonight's edition of... No, I'm joking.
Trav says, I want to see your peacock.
And that's why Gaz says, I'm shaving.
You don't see a comment on there about anything like that.
Yes, I do.
There's the peacock right there. There you go.
There's the peacock. I want to see your peacock.
There you go. Now what?
You should have drew him. You should have painted him with like the pompadour hair that he had for a little while. That'd have been like real peacockish. He could have just went out there and been like, you know.
Yeah,
I tried to make it realistic, but also abstract at the same time.
Yeah. See, there you go. There it is.
What's funny is whenever you watch Harsh, sometimes whenever he does his imitation of like some of his family members, he even gets the head thing going. Like most Indians do. He'll start bobbing his head back and forth. I mean, he's got to stop doing that because he's really going to give me brain damage one afternoon. And
you still have parts of your brain that aren't suffering from brain damage?
No, you see, there you go, not listening. What I said is you're going to give me brain damage.
More brain damage.
Yeah, more brain damage than I already have.
There it is.
Wait, I didn't say that originally. You put words in my mouth, you bastard. I heard that.
You admitted to it, Scott.
I know. We all know this.
Scott got the plea for brain damage.
I remember one time Scott and I were doing a show about some random show, and somehow it came up to frogs farting. And I was just like, and then I tell Zachary Sonny Edwards, we did a show where we could have really used your expertise about frogs. And then he asked me, like, well, what was the question? Scott and I were wondering, like, how do frogs sound when they fart? And we thought you'd be perfect because you're an expert on frogs. And he's like, I actually don't know that one, but that's something I should know. But that's going to be fun to learn.
Hey, Google. Hey, Google, can you tell me what it's like when a frog farts, please? Thank you.
It's like a froggy bubble bath.
No, I'm not playing any Kermit the Frog bumper music. Thank you very much.
Your finger is so edging for the push.
Oh, it was getting ready to push that button.
Come on, push the button.
Push the button, Scott. It's only for Kermit.
No, I'm not pushing the Kermit button.
Push the Kermit button, Scott.
I'm not pushing the Kermit button. Leave the Kermit button out of this.
I'm going to encourage him. Push the button. Push the button.
Push the button.
Uh-oh.
Come on. We're waiting for your vote. Push the button.
Come on, Scotty. You can push the button. It's for Kermit.
It's for Emily, for laughs.
Oh, my God.
She's dying over there.
Push the button.
Button. Butter sausage.
Butter sausage. Let's talk about butter sausage.
Get it out of my face.
Well, I am for one thing. You see, frogs are green, and I'm a frog. And that means I'm green, you see? It's not that easy being green.
I've got a finger in my butthole.
Having to spend each day the color of the leaves.
So basically, they gave the testicular tube a hand job.
Nicer. Being red or yellow or gold.
Yeah, no, I'm not,
or
dude.
something much more colorful like that.
Let's talk about your cable ace award.
Let's talk about buttered sausage.
It's not easy being green. It seems you blend in with so
That's right. You're listening to WCHR 104.9 FM, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and the time is 8:46 p.m. And this is the Crayola Sec Harsh Reality with Harshman, Happy Cannibal, and Miss Emily. And I don't know Emily's last name because I don't pay attention to shit. And that was a beep, and I really don't care.
Green's the color of spring.
That's so relaxing. Can we hear it again?
I just got a text message. Hold on a second. I think it's a picture of my dog.
Nice.
Aww.
Is it green?
No, it's my littlest one, and it looks like Rudolph in Pluto.
Cool. So it's not Dementia Dog.
No, not Dementia Dog. Dementia Dog, that poor dog. The last time I saw her, she was just standing in the hallway, staring at the wall. I don't know why. She was just there. That poor dog. She's 21 years old. She's a little Shih Tzu. I'm pretty sure she doesn't even know what planet she's on anymore.
Well, you play the Kermit song more often. It'll be soothing and calming.
Well, there's always this too.
CSHR.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Yeah, my dog does not like that.
That's terrible.
I know a tropical island with the mango moon and banana sunshine. And on this tropical island there lives a cousin of mine.
Sometimes he lives in the water, sometimes he lives on the land. Sometimes he likes to go sun himself on soft Caribbean sand. He's a Caribbean amphibian. He likes to hop in the tropical sea. Caribbean amphibian, a frog in the coconut tree.
A frog in the coconut tree. Do what?
I said I knew forwarding you my favorite soundtrack would be good.
I've got so many different songs on this thing. I mean, it's utterly ridiculous. I mean, you can like say, cue up Joe Charter, and I can cue up Joe Charter, and that's the scary thing.
No, you don't want to hurt Emily's ears with this music.
No, I don't want to hurt my own ears.
Well, you don't have it. You don't have any ears anymore.
I mean, my taste of music, because of the type of work I've done over the years, has just like dulled so much. You know, I really don't like anything on the radio anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, it really, all of it sucks now.
They don't even play like anything new. They just play the same songs over and over.
Yeah. It's gotten so bad with the drive that especially with a station like the Driver, they'll play the same 10 songs over and over again. When people are like, how do you know the words of this song? You're like, well, they play it on a loop over and over again.
Not true.
We can always use a Home Depot background music.
I can't believe Robert looks like that. I still can't believe Robert Walker Barry Manilow is a thing.
The background looks cool.
I know. Hold on 1 second.
Yes.
Virtual background.
Brothers from different mothers, twins. So, yes.
Poor Robert Barry Manilow Walker. That was the funniest story too. He was telling me a story about how one time when he was on a cruise ship way back when, someone came up to him and told him he looked like a younger Barry Manilow, and he got angry at the guy for calling him that. And he was telling me the story. He's like, Harsh, not everyone wants to be compared to certain celebrities, which this is true. But then I saw a photo of Robert Walker and Barry Manilow, and I put them together, and all of a sudden everyone started saying, wow, these two really look alike. And then that's kind of how this happens. No.
Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl with yellow feathers in her hair and a dress cut down her there. She was.
It's so funny. That song is so depressing. Like, even though it sounds so festive, it's such a depressing song.
It does feel like it.
Yeah, because like it's about a girl who used to be like his dancer, and then her boyfriend got shot and killed, and now she's just like some old lady who gets drunk at the bar every night because she's depressed.
Oh wait, here's one that says 1993 remix. What the hell is that?
Oh no, this is gonna be even worse. I hear 1993 in a remix. I know it's gonna be.
Oh yeah, listen, it's got that house beat. Where's Robert? Here you go, Robert. Oh yeah, I mean I might add this to my lineup.
She was a showgirl with yellow feathers in her hair and a dress cut down.
That's perfect.
Yeah, that's definitely a Robert Walker level song. 1993.
Yeah,
I can't believe someone at 1992 or 93 was like, I got an idea. Let's do a remix to that song.
This is from Arista Records, and it's labeled as Barry Manilow. So he actually remixed his own song in 1993.
That actually sounds like some Barry Manilow in 1993.
He's like, why don't these people pay attention to me anymore? I know how to be hip. Let me remix Copacabana.
How
I'm
many
sure
voices
someone
do you
probably
know?
told him. Yes?
What?
I don't know what happened. I think Emily
I
was
don't
saying
know.
something.
I mean, how many voices do you know?
Oh, sorry.
How many voices do I know?
Yeah, like how you can like do other people's voices and stuff.
I don't know. I really haven't kept track of that. But it really depends when I'm around.
One I know he can't do.
That's Bloody Melrose.
That's right. We're rickrolling people on Facebook Live now.
Yeah. I'm getting tired of it. Like, I like impersonating Scott when he gets angry at people. But he's like, I'm getting tired of this shit. I don't care.
And there's another beep brought to you by Mr. Harshmed in Chicagoland, Illinois.
Oh my god.
I'm so glad we have the
count.
20-second delay. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. I can't believe Barry Manilow decided to remix his own music in 1993. Actually, I do believe that because he's that vain, but so all right, I got a question. Speaking of which, Emily, of all the people at the music scene you know of, who do you think is most likely to remix their own music like 20 years later?
That's a good question. I think they might. A lot of them might surprise us one day. But you mean Ed O'Neill's?
With all the people that's ever been there, that's ever performed music there, I have a feeling I know the answer to this.
I would say either St. Zachary, Sonny Edwards.
Yeah, that's
or,
one of them.
Or Stephen Barnes,
Yeah.
or some of the others. But there's a lot of good ones. It's really hard to pick.
All right.
And I know Mr. Reeves has been there, but I've never seen him play at O'Neill.
Yeah.
You know, congratulations to Jay too. It's a done deal. So.
Yeah, said that to him earlier in the chat. That's why I joked about who was going to be his best man, or who wasn't going to be his best man.
Kurt.
I don't really still.
No, it's low enough to where that everyone can still hear you over the music. So I mean, it's just playing in the background.
You know, Scott's bored when he's playing like heavy metal rickrolling.
Well, heavy metal's fun.
Oh, heavy metal's fun, but when you're doing like heavy metal rickrolling, you know Scott's bored.
I'm not bored. I'm doing my job, okay? It's called being a radio producer. Shut up, okay? You don't know what you're talking about.
He's trying to bring in different audiences because everybody likes different music.
I didn't know you had to promote rickrolling tonight.
Are you trying to say my taste in music is bad? Is that what it is?
What I'm saying is you're playing music you wouldn't even listen to.
Play some Buck Dickey, damn.
Some what? Oh, I know exactly what I can play. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Muck Sticky.
Huh?
Muck Sticky.
Oh no. I got something better than that.
Better than Muck Sticky?
Oh yeah.
Emily, you know who Muck Sticky is, right?
Nope.
You gotta look up Muck Sticky.
Okay.
There was a long-haired cowboy on the side of the road, walking alone.
What's funny is that album was released in 2003, and it has all the feel of a 1980s B movie.
Riding shotgun in my DeLorean, and he was singing.
This dude said, "Riding shotgun in my DeLorean." Really?
Uh-huh.
You know, he's actually more cringeworthy in person than he is on AI.
Hey, at least I didn't play his latest release.
Oh, please do.
Oh, you want to hear his latest release? Okay, hold on.
Do,
hold on.
please.
Let's see if I can
Emily
find it again.
She's got those wide eyes like, oh my God, I'm going to be damaged
Yeah.
after this show.
Now, Emily, I'm sorry for the brain damage in advance that I'm about to cause.
We love you. Not intentional.
Okay, I can take it.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Quit calling out to God, Hart. This isn't church. This is the radio station.
No, I'm just like, you know, it's the funniest thing. Like, he's such a train wreck in person that it makes sense that the music is this bad. Like, I've actually been around this guy. He's like a lunatic.
What's funny, the video to this song is just absolutely hilarious.
Yeah. The sad part is it's such a predictable thing he do, though. Like, I can actually see him doing stuff like that.
With a scully.
Yep. And like with the bad 80s dancing. I remember one time he was on the page and he's live streaming himself shirtless. He's like, "Come watch Joe Charter as we come watch me in the harsh reality as we talk about like certain important issues." And I'm like, "Jeez."
Shirtless, not the nipple pics. Oh my God.
It was like he was live streaming his nipples.
See, I only
hey guys, look how buff I am.
Did you say he was live streaming his nipples?
I think so.
I only show my nipples. You got to be.
Do you remember whenever we were like when we were first starting all of this?
Yeah.
And he came to us and he was like, "Oh God, I accidentally supported a white supremacy group." And it's like, dude,
oh my God,
how do you accidentally support how do you accidentally support someone? How is that even possible?
Oh my God, I can't believe I actually supported a white supremacy group. I laugh at Oh, the funniest thing was that same night we were doing a live stream with the old crew. And all of a sudden he sees a photo, he sees Majesta on the right side of the screen, and he's like, "Who's the hot tamale on the right?"
High-end hobo, that is exactly who we are talking about. We are talking about right now. The dude who thought he was a professional live caster.
Yeah.
He was a professional live caster.
So he was a fisherman?
Yes.
John the fisherman.
Oh, that's terrible.
At least he didn't bait his hooks.
Knowing him, he probably did.
Yeah. Don't ask.
Will you just make it alone? You need the Lord on your side and a strong family home.
I've got a finger in my butthole.
You gotta make it sweet. You gotta play your music.
So basically, they gave the testicular tube a hand job.
Which was man who's riding shotgun in your DeLorean and go show 'em
I've got a finger in my butthole.
what's inside of you.
You got to show them what's inside of you. What kind of lyric is that? While you're running around in your DeLorean,
riding shotgun in the DeLorean.
Right? No, that was his buddy riding shotgun in. I don't know. That's almost about, you know, it makes about as much sense as Land Down Under when the guy offers the other guy a sandwich just out of the blue.
Vegemite sandwich.
Yeah. Take a bite of the sandwich. Yeah, no. Hobo says that dude is still stuck in high school at like 65.
He actually is. That's not it. That's not like he literally stuck in high school at 65. He's like the teenager who never grew up.
He says Sherbert Walker has one of his concert tees.
Yeah, he probably does. He probably does. So, like, I was actually talking to his brother, and he talked about how, like, none of them grew, even though they went to, like, Wheaton High School, none of them, like, one of the uppy areas out here, none of them even graduated high school except for his oldest brother.
Sherbert Walker has one of those concert tees.
Yes, he does. His name was Lola. She was a dancer.
Dress got down and then she would merengue and do the cha-cha. And while she tried to be a star, Tony always tended far across the crowded floor. They worked from 8 till 4. They were young and they had each other.
That's all, folks.
Well, we are so retarded. We really are, Emma.
I thought the
Hobo says, take a bite of my sandwich means shut up in Australia. Not really, but perhaps. You know, that's a good thought. Maybe that's exactly what that means.
He offered a Vegemite sandwich, so maybe that's what it means.
Vegemite sandwich.
Wow. Here's my sandwich.
I can't believe that. I can't believe that Vegemite is actually a thing.
In Australia, for some reason, it is. But
yeah, that's like Nutella. Everybody loving Nutella. Why do I want to eat something that smells like hazelnuts and looks like poop?
Let alone that is one molecule off from a plastic.
No, that's margarine.
Well, so is Nutella. But I love Nutella. I saw that.
Yeah.
Who cares? I'm going to eat it anyway. Not Nutella, because I never really cared for it, but margarine. And I know it's not good for me, so sue me. I don't give a shit. And there's another beep for me. Perfect.
That's what I want, a little stick to get my...
Hyatt says, telling you, for erections lasting more than 5 hours, just put that track on.
Who said that?
So basically, they gave the testicular tube a hand job.
Cat food is delicious if you're a cat. Yeah, I guess you're right about that. I mean, r/technically the truth.
Barry Manilow 1990 took a remix. My God.
Well, found out my niece was watching, so hello, Dad.
30 years ago, when they used to have a show, now it's the disco, but not for Lola. Still in the dress she used to wear.
All right, I'm changing the virtual background now. I can't do the Barry Manilow.
You can't.
All these are queued up on my player now. I'm going to throw this one in the garbage. This one's no more good. This one's broken.
There you go. I'll put it on for you, Emily. That way you still get to see it.
It's funny.
I'm
what?
A retard, so...
I might as well just have the original one.
I'm happy. I'm the local retard.
So we might as well just keep this one. How these two started coming together. Robert Walker, Barry. Hey, you see how similar those two look, right?
Oh, but I like my white fedora. Thank you very much. It's classic.
We are at the 1 hour mark.
At least one person here thinks I'm cool. Everybody else just says I'm a retard. So, Emily, I love you. Thank you.
We're all retarded. It's okay. Except for Emily. She's like normal. The rest of us are retarded.
Tonight's show was brought to you by Live Music.
It doesn't say super for that.
And video in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Go on in and see Bob buy his entire story.
He's got power.
I can't believe Robert Walker looks like Barry Manilow. Like, it's actually a thing.
Celebrity death match. Barry Manilow versus Sherbert Walker.
I would like to think Sherbert Walker, but I don't know. Barry Manilow still has all his teeth, so who knows?
Jesus. Tonight's show was also brought to you by W Energy. W.GG. Use promo code CSHR Radio. I was about to use the wrong promo code. For 10% off your next online order, which I need to send you those samples too, by the way, Harsh. I keep forgetting about that.
Behind the times, they're going to send me those.
Well, I mean, we're busy packing and stuff, so. And let's see. What else? And I can't find my piece of paper. I had everything written down that I was supposed to say. It was here on my desk. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I tell you what, you Howard Stern wannabe. You spent so much time with your voice that you forgot your piece of paper. I know it is.
We're going to be leaving the live stream here on Facebook, but we will continue the after party show on CSHR Radio, WCHR 104.9 FM, Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Cool. It won't be difficult.
You want to take us out, Harsh?
We thank everybody for joining us tonight. This has been another edition of the Harsh Reality. We thank our special guest, artist Emily Monken, for joining us. We also thank Goku's grandpa, Happy Cannibal, for joining the show as well. And, of course, we thank Scott Ryan Christopher Grumpy Sonnier, the longest French name of all time, for holding down the ones and twos. This has been another edition of the Harsh Reality. This is Harsh for time all of you. The life is harsh, but to live it. And remember, if someone keeps throwing temper tantrums about you, that's because they're guilty as fuck. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your week. And remember, the guy always crying about other people is usually the one that's guilty. Have a great rest of your week. He does protest too much.